My name's Jesse DeYoung. I'm the executive lead pastor at Flatirons Church. Every month is different, but I'd say the number one constant is I've got to be developing our team. Why is it so hard to build teams? The work just never stops. There's always somebody that needs to be trained up. There's always a role that needs to be filled. There's always a team that needs to be coached.
We're in this place of a little bit of expansion and growth. How could you not be excited about that? Greater kingdom work in the ways that, for my heart, are the most exciting.
Because I know I can step out of any of our 5 campuses, and there's going to be somebody who this was the first day that they've darkened the doors of a church, maybe ever. And they're asking real questions about real life issues, and we have a real Jesus to present to them.
One of the reasons why it's been helpful for us to have advocates at Slingshot, for me it was personal. It was 5 years ago, and my role included for the first time overseeing the worship department. And I am not a worship leader. I can't sing. You don't want me to sing. Tim Foote, the president of Slingshot, called and said, hey, we're going to help you fill this role. We were finding somebody to take the spot. But also, why don't you and I connect on a regular basis so that I can just answer questions that you have and make sure that you know what it looks like to lead a worship team for the very first time. That, I think, encapsulates what Slingshot has done for us. It's not just finding the right people. When we try to find people, sometimes we can find the right folks, but our relationship with Slingshot knows us so well. They've worked at studying our culture where we don't have to sort through hundreds of different applications. We're getting just the very best applicants. The hardest part about finding the right people is finding people that are going to fit our organization, and Slingshot has done that so well for us.
Flatirons is a great story because it began from relationship. One of the many things I love about this great church and the work God is doing here is they're committed to developing leaders from within, but they also know when it's right to hire on the outside, and they also trust us with the important work of doing that. And so over 20 search engagements and countless coaching engagements, we've seen Flatirons go from strength to strength. We've seen them work through barriers and challenges, and we've come to know and love these leaders and call them friends.
Slingshot takes time to get to know us, not only as leaders, not only as an organization, but us as people. I know that when we work with Slingshot around a role, it's not just they're trying to fill this role with somebody who can do the job. They're trying to fill the role with somebody who can do the job, who'll be a great fit for Flatirons. And alongside, they're giving us advice. They're going to help that person onboard, and they're praying for us as well. And so Slingshot has become such a trusted partner for us that it goes beyond just search and finding people for our team. But really, the way that we look at it is we go, we've got partners in ministry who specialize in this area that we can reach out to when it comes to questions about compensation, questions about strategy, questions about just what's happening in the kingdom. We feel like Slingshot are true advocates for our ministry here at Flatirons.
Open positions, man, we're always trying to find new qualified candidates for those positions because the work never stops. My experience with Slingshot has only been a positive experience because of how much care they put into not just the candidate and finding the right candidate, but understanding who I am as a leader, but our church as a whole too.
There are so many organizations out there, churches and nonprofits, doing the important work of staffing and building their teams. To come alongside them and to remind them that they're not alone and that this is important work is the greatest honor of all.
The work never stops, and at the same time, I think Jesus knew that when he placed us in these roles. I am so excited for the future of Flatirons. More than that, I'm excited for the future of the church because I'm watching hungry leaders do whatever it takes to follow Jesus and serve the kingdom and bring people to him. And that's what I'm the most excited about.